As I reflect on the history of native Australians, I can't help but feel a deep sense of both admiration and sorrow. The indigenous peoples of Australia, known as Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, have a history that stretches back over 65,000 years. That's right, 65,000 years of rich culture, complex social structures, and deep connections to the land. They are among the oldest continuous cultures in the world. But what happened to them? The arrival of British colonizers in 1788 marked a devastating turning point. The newcomers brought with them not just their ships and ambitions, but also diseases that decimated indigenous populations who had no immunity. Estimates suggest that within a few decades, the population of Aboriginal peoples plummeted by up to 90%. This wasn't just a loss of life, it was a loss of languages, traditions, and entire ways of living. As settlers expanded across the continent, they claimed land that had been cared for by indigenous peoples for millennia. This led to violent conflicts, forced removals, and the establishment of reserves. The concept of terra nullius, meaning land belonging to no one, was used to justify the dispossession of indigenous lands. It wasn't until 1992 that the High Court of Australia recognized that Australia was not empty when the British arrived, a landmark decision that acknowledged the rights of indigenous peoples. The impact of colonization didn't stop there. The Stolen Generations, a dark chapter in Australian history, saw thousands of Aboriginal children forcibly removed from their families to be raised in white households. This policy aimed to assimilate indigenous peoples into European culture, stripping them of their identity and connection to their heritage. The trauma from these actions still resonates today, affecting communities and families across the nation. Despite these challenges, Indigenous Australians have shown incredible resilience. They continue to fight for recognition, rights, and the preservation of their cultures. Today, there's a growing movement to celebrate and honor Indigenous heritage, with initiatives aimed at teaching the broader Australian population about the history and significance of Aboriginal cultures. Art, music, and storytelling are powerful tools for this revival. Indigenous artists are gaining recognition, both nationally and internationally, using their work to share their stories and perspectives. The resurgence of traditional practices, languages, and ceremonies is a testament to the strength of these communities. Yet, the journey toward reconciliation is ongoing. Many Australians are now advocating for constitutional recognition of Indigenous peoples, seeking to acknowledge their status as the First Nations of this land. The Uluru Statement from the Heart, a call for a voice to Parliament and a treaty, encapsulates the desire for a more equitable future. As we move forward, it's crucial to listen to Indigenous voices and learn from their wisdom. Their connection to the land, their understanding of sustainability, and their rich cultural heritage can guide us toward a more inclusive and respectful society. The story of Native Australians is not just a chapter in history, it's a living narrative that continues to evolve, reminding us of the importance of acknowledging the past while striving for a better future.